I had no idea that this was going to be the worst job at our off-grid homestead.
Okay, so what we want to do, we want to start laying out where we're actually going to put this solar array. Like, how's the digging in here?
I had no idea how much was going to go wrong, how many things were going to break, how the weather was going to just totally make this awful.
Wonder if I could get a mini excavator.
Yeah, I had zero clue what was about to happen. But there were signs.
Now, if it's... Well, I guess we're going to need to get the excavator. Take a little...
What do you think?
Well, it's quite an adventure getting out here.
We have been searching for a long time for a property in Alaska to set up our family's homestead.
All right, so one of the problems with this property, the road here is the border, and this, if somebody were to buy it and build, they could build right in your front yard. So that would be a bummer. Otherwise, really nice property. There's a moose right there.
After years of looking, we found this cabin, and we were thrilled because it was in our price range. And it was in our price range because there was no power, no water, no services. It was completely off the grid. Now, we are a big family. There's 9 of us. We need some electricity. But no worries. We've been studying off-grid life for years, experimenting with it, interviewing experts in the field.
We must be very similar.
We were fully aware that we could turn this rustic off-grid cabin into a bit more modern off-grid cabin that would work for our family. We figured out how much power we were going to need, how many solar panels it would take to do that, what size battery bank our family would use, put together the Homesteady off-grid solar kit.
This is the solar system going on the cabin, the real heavy-duty PV system, and it is brought to you by Santan Solar.
That's right, you can buy this exact kit through Santan Solar or get a custom-made kit that'll fit your needs. We'll have more information about Santan Solar later in the video. We packed it up at our farm in Pennsylvania along with all of our other belongings and moved out here to the Alaskan wilderness. Well, we've settled into our off-grid cabin, and with winter fast approaching, we decided it was time to install our big PV array, inverter, and battery bank for our off-grid cabin, so this winter we wouldn't be in the dark. We started digging holes to install our solar panel racks.
Now, if it's...
And we learned really quickly we were going to need a machine. This was going to be a big job. We needed an excavator. The cool thing, I actually worked as an excavating contractor professionally for almost 20 years. I know how to run an excavator. This will be easy. That's what I thought. I was wrong.
For the last 2 days, we have just gotten like record-setting rainfall. It's not great because we have 2 projects that we're doing. We built our deck and the rain started and it just got dumped on. It's like a swimming pool. And I'm really hoping that we can dry the deck out and that the wood's okay. But I can't worry about that today because I have to focus on this project today, which is our solar system. I'm gonna come in this morning with the machine and make a path in. Gotta move the fossils. We're gonna be installing our solar system here in this area on the property, and it's a little bit lower and it can get a little wet. Our solar panels aren't gonna be down in the damp wetness. We're gonna be elevated up high mounted on this rack. But I'm hoping that the ground isn't so wet that we can't work in here. All right, here goes nothing. Let's see if this is gonna be an easy day or a hard day.
I was really hoping it was going to be an easy day because I only have 8 hours with this rental excavator. The company dropped it off yesterday. I have 8 hours to use it, and they're coming at the end of the day to pick it up. That means I have to have this whole project buttoned up before the end of the day. No worries, I'm a professional. This will be easy.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Oh. This is not off to a good start. Holy cow. right away. I have not been operating for 5 minutes and the track came off the machine. All right, so we're still on in the front. That's good. I got to get it under, back on this gear. And unfortunately, I got this darn tree right here, which is going to make it difficult, but fortunately, it didn't come off all the way. That would have been really bad.
The tracks just don't fall off machines. Usually it's one of two reasons: operator error, or the machine hasn't been properly maintained.
I need some pry bars. Not a great sign. Things to come.
Years ago, I worked with my dad in his excavation company. He took great care of his machines. Usually if a track fell off, it was operator error, aka my fault. So of course, out here in the Alaska wilderness with this machine's track off, I'm wondering, did I mess this up, or is there an issue with the machine?
This is like an incredibly awful way to start this day. I have this machine for 8 hours. They're coming at 4 o'clock. I'm gonna spend an hour getting this track back on, maybe more. I can't even believe this is how, and it's, I didn't even run over anything crazy. Like usually that happens if you run over like a stump or something. I'm on flat, almost flat ground, nothing bad at all. Oh man. All right, I got to get some stuff under the track to get it even out. So I got to get this slack out of this track. That's how this works. Still doesn't want to. It's this lip right there. That's good. You watch your fingers. If that slips, your fingers get pinched in there, you'll lose them. A little more. Like get the sledge, get the maul. I'm just gonna, yeah, see that? Just a little bit.
I have to apologize to all the wives out there whose husbands are sitting next to them yelling at the screen for me to bleed the grease. If you ever pop a track and you want to get it back on, first thing you should do is bleed the grease from the track. It takes the tension out of the track. It makes it much easier to get it back on the gear.
Oh, please don't do that.
So why didn't I?
Do that.
Well, I don't have any grease.
Yeah.
So even if I get the track back on the gear, there'll be no tension and I won't be able to use the machine. So I'm trying really hard to kind of cheat this track back on without bleeding it.
That's looking good. All right, go back again. Keep going back. Stop, stop, stop. Go forward. We're on the wrong side. A little bit forward. Oh yeah, we're starting to catch it on the bottom. Hold up. All right, a little back.
It just wasn't gonna work. I had to bleed the grease.
That's going to release the tension in this and make it a lot easier to do this. The only reason I didn't want to do it is we don't have any grease to put back in it. But we'll cross that bridge when it's time to. I mean, we might be able to just get it with the machine running now. If I can have a good pry bar. Yeah, we lost a lot of grease there. Yep, back. Okay. We're almost there. Back a little bit, very slowly. No, no, no. What are you doing? Go backwards, go backwards. I think we got it. Yeah, I think we got it. Yeah! Got that sucker. Woo! Got it.
Well, we got the track back on, but we were still only half done. We couldn't put any tension back in the track, and that meant we couldn't use this excavator unless we got some grease.
Okay, this is like, I think why in Alaska there's a real neighborly kind of attitude. You meet your neighbors and you get to know them and you help them out. And this is why, because when you're far from town and something goes wrong, the easiest, best thing to do is call up a neighbor and say, hey, can I borrow a tube of grease? You got a grease gun? And get them back later. So fortunately, I have met my neighbors, and I'm driving down my road to go stop at one of theirs. They have a grease gun and a tube of grease. I got 7.5 hours left with this machine. I was trying to get an early start today, and well, that's gone. I still have the machine for 7.5 hours or so. So I'm gonna run back, fill that track up with a lot of grease, and we'll be off and running again. And then I'm just gonna pray that those tracks stay on and everything goes smooth. All right, I'm gonna go grab this can of grease and the grease gun from my nearest neighbor here, and then we're back off and running again. All right, let's get this sucker back on. There you go. And see if the grease is coming out the side. It's not on good. So you gotta.
I borrowed a grease gun and some grease from my neighbor, but it wasn't working. It wasn't getting any grease into the track of the machine.
Try that. No, stop. What is it? It's not taking it. I need more stuff to go wrong today. Get out of the dirt, okay? This is not turning into a very productive day. Gun's not working. There we go.
My neighbor said he had had issues with that grease gun, and he gave me a new one to try.
Don't tell me. Oh, man. You could swap out the nipple.
That second grease gun didn't work either, and now everything was starting to make sense. This grease nipple, the fitting, it was bad, which meant this track wasn't getting any grease, which means when the maintenance guys would try to add grease to the track to keep the tension in it, well, there wasn't any grease going in, there would have been no tension, and that's why the track fell off within 5 minutes of using it. You know what that means, right? Not my fault. Phew. I now knew that none of this was operator error, it was a maintenance issue. And that meant that the rental company either needed to get some maintenance guys out here to fix the machine or get me a new one.
Okay, so we called the rental company and told them the situation, that the track came really loose and fell right off, and I fixed it, but the fitting's not taking any grease and blah, blah, blah. You've watched it, you know how the story went. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen yet. They haven't got back to me yet. So the spot we were gonna dig today is very, very wet. I wanna dig a test hole out here to see if it's wet because we just got 2 inches of rain and it's all surface water, or if the water table is rising. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna stand out here. I'm gonna do a little test hole and dig, because this is about where we wanna put this thing. But if it's nothing but a pond, then we don't wanna put it here. So let's see. It could just be the surface water from the rainstorm. My yard is full of water, and it's up high and dry, and it's all gravel, so. Oh yeah, that's dry. We'll be fine. If we can start digging out here, we'll be fine.
It's pretty late in the afternoon when they dropped off the new rental machine for us to use. This all turned out to be kind of a silver lining, because it meant we now had the entire weekend to use this rental machine. It was a bummer that we started the day with the pop track, but knowing I now had all weekend to use this machine to put in our solar panels, I was feeling good. Like maybe the worst was behind us, and now we could just take a nice long weekend and get this project finished up together, and everything would go smoothly. it wouldn't. It was only going to get worse. All right, so we've cut in our trail this way, and we're looking at how we would lay out the solar rack, and it's kind of aiming towards some of these taller trees. There's a spot over here where we could actually put the solar rack, and it has a lot shorter trees. The only difference is it's by our driveway. As you're driving in, the first thing you would see is this giant solar
Yeah, so back here it was
array.
tucked in a little more.
Kind of disappears back here. Nobody sees it. This way, you don't see it from the cabin, I don't think. I should check that out, because that would be, but you would see, it'd be the first thing you see driving in. So like the curb appeal of the quaint little off-grid cabin, boom, solar array in your face. I would love to, if we put it here and try it, and we don't get enough power, then we move it. Okay, so this is like curb appeal versus utility. And I honestly, oh man, I'm torn. I like the curb appeal. I like not seeing a giant solar array
Yeah,
when you
it's
pull
nice.
up.
It's tucked all away.
And if it's okay, if it's not,
If it's okay, that's my question. Is it okay?
we'll
You don't
only know when we put it in. And okay, on 3,
Ooh.
either driveway.
Ooh,
or
this
tucked
is where
in.
Homesteady divorces.
ready? 1, 2, 3, tucked in. Let's do it. Our location was picked, so we cleared off some of the surface vegetation and started digging a trench. Here's what we were planning on doing. We were going to dig a level trench, 45 feet for one of our solar arrays and 30 feet for the other. Then we were going to put in our 6x6 posts, and finally we'd mount the solar racks and panels to the posts. Seemed like a good plan, but it wasn't long before we ran into some obstacles. Okay, Stump, this is personal. You're coming out. I shouldn't have picked a fight with this stump. But at this point, I can't give up now. It's gotta go. We had enough of our trench dug where we could put in our first post. And the first post is the post that taught me I should be wearing gloves. Splinter break. Can you see it?
I will.
Oh, yeah. Did you get it?
I did.
Felt like that came out. Oh, yeah. Look at that bugger.
All in one piece.
Oh. My tender fingers.
The stump was out of our way. The splinter was out of my finger. I thought at that point we'd be ready to cruise and this would be smooth sailing. Yeah, it wasn't. Get so close. Am I going to cover your spot? Okay, this is just getting so muddy and mucky, but that's all right. We're making good speed. We're checking our measurements and we're getting posting, so we're getting there. It's a really nasty, dirty work drive, but we're getting there. If I've learned anything from HGTV, it's that time lapses make hard work look fun and easy. With the right lighting, a little bit of music, and tons of progress being done visually in a small amount of time, you can convince almost anyone that they could remodel their kitchen in a weekend. This job sped up over the right music, it doesn't look so bad. But the reality was a little different.
This is by far the worst job we've done yet. And it's really just because of the rain and the mud.
The truth was, the rain just turned this nice job into a really tough one. With each step, you were sinking down to your knees in mud. Each shovelful weighed 5 times as much as it should have, because instead of shoveling nice dry dirt, you were tossing waterlogged mud, and your progress was constantly being undone. Everything was so wet, there was constant cave-ins. With one scoop of mud removed, another half bucket would fall back in its place from the sides. Your hard-earned progress was constantly being undone. Pretty quickly, the kids started referring to this as trench warfare. We lasted as long as we could, but eventually the troops caved to exhaustion and we quit for the night. We woke up the next morning hopeful. Maybe the mud fairy had come along and exchanged our sloppy, goopy trench with nice, dry, light conditions. Apparently, she had taken the day off.
As you can see, we've got a little bit of storm water in the trench. Yeah, we kind of ran out of, well, everything yesterday. Energy, joy, happiness. So we stopped, and overnight, all the rainwater from this whole basin has come into the trench. So I'm gonna actually dig a little, basically a little pond over here to let some of this water out of our trench so we can finish this. This is not groundwater. This is surface water. We got a record-breaking torrential rain. So this isn't normally, when you dig, I just dug that, it's dry. I just dug that part of the trench there and it's totally dry. It's just all the water from this basin is seeping in here from the rain, and so it's filling up our trench. So we're gonna pop this dam and get some of this water out of here, and then put this stuff down, backfill it, and be good. So. At least let's do one more, and then that's a 30.
That's okay.
So, well, that didn't work, but at this point we just have to. Up. And we gotta say this is a lake. All right.
Don't put too much in
It'll be all right.
Overnight, the conditions had got so wet, so waterlogged, that we had to adjust our technique for getting these posts in the ground. The day before, we were able to plumb them up and backfill them, and it worked great. But everything was so soft today, so we took some lumber and we framed the posts together. So the posts that were in more solid ground would help hold up these posts while the softer ground dried up, hardened, and set over the next couple days. It worked pretty good.
You
should
make us the best sandwich ever.
Oh man, tortillas took so long to do. All right, so this was so bad and so hard. We were thinking about, we have to do 2 rows, 130 and 145. We were gonna call it quits here.
And make this the
Make this the 30.
Got a wad of mud in your.
Oh, it adds to it. It's the thing. And we were gonna go start a fresh one at 45, but We've got a good system.
So this was gonna be the 45, but then the trench was so filled with mud and muck. We're like, okay, make this the 30. So, but these are going in pretty good. Like driving them down into the mud.
Because we got a good hard bottom on our trench. It's solid clay that we dug. It's just soup around it, which when you drive down into it, it's like driving it into concrete. It just sucks it up. And so we were going to call it quits here, but we only have 3.
Yeah, we're going to call this the 30, but I think we're going to still call it the 45.
We got 3 to go. We're done with more than half of our solar stuff. And the next one, we're not going to trench. Oh, man, yeah.
This looks beautiful, Ben. We're stopping here. This is our 30.
Oh, it's like there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could do nice. Four.
It was slow going, but it was working, so we just kept trudging along, and little by little, we were making progress.
Nope, that's
After dealing with a broken machine and then really bad conditions on Friday, waking up to a trench filled with water, bit by bit getting a little bit of progress through Saturday morning, we finally had finished the big trench, the first trench. After having done an entire trench, we learned from the process and we figured out what we could do different in the second row of panels that would make things a lot better. Because we had such a heavy rain, there was so much surface water, digging a trench was actually a really bad idea. It just became a huge collection point for all the water to go into, and it made things more messy.
Oh boy, that's a good one.
Those ones are so
Okay. Boy.
Do you get stuff?
I do, but I can get stuck too.
So instead of digging a second trench, we decided to just try and dig individual holes for each of the posts. We also learned that here in Alaska, generally speaking on a project like this, it's better to disturb the least amount of vegetation as possible. The more bushes and twigs and leaves and roots that are connected to the soil, the more that soil has structure and the less muddy and messy it will be. So on the first trench, we went in, we cleaned out stumps and we ripped away the topsoil like we would have in the lower 48. But already we were starting to adapt to the Alaskan way, minimal disturbance, get in, get out quick before things turn into a muddy mess. We were also adapting strategies to deal with the local pests.
This is how
I don't even have to look.
every job in Alaska, you need at least 3 people, 1 guy in the machine, 1 guy to work the trench, and 1 guy to kill the bugs. All right, let's finish this. We got 1 left. I can't even believe it. 1 left. Finally. The worst job that we've done yet on this off-grid project. The nastiest conditions. This was the absolute 100% most awful, worst job we've done. Worst working conditions. Bugs, mud, rain, just nasty, horrible. We got 1 left and we're done. And I'm feeling so happy. Oh man. And this, boy, when our solar system's up and running, we are going to be so glad we did this. Yes! Woo!
Now we were all ready for the solar racks and the solar panels to go up. A couple of weeks ago on a sunny day, we had started putting together the solar racks so they would be ready to mount as soon as our posts were up. These racks went together really easy. It was like the erector set of solar. After fighting it out in the trenches, this second half of the job was so nice.
Right?
Everything went together so easily.
This solar panel kit that we're going to be installing here is a complete all-in-one ready-to-go solar kit that you can order. We'll have links below. We've partnered with Santan Solar and they've provided this kit for us. Every piece of this kit can be purchased from the link below and you'll even get a Homesteady discount. So thank you to Santan for working with us here and helping us make this happen. All right, right here. For now. What we need to do, bud, before we stock this down? All right, so we have way too much sticking out here.
I absolutely love work days like this when we're working on a project that has a job where everybody can be involved, from big to small. Everybody can help out. Well, most of us can help out.
We're working.
Okay, that's the first one of those racks that we've put in yet, ever. And it was very simple. We're trying to dial it all in and get it nice and square and straight. And that always takes a little more time, but it went up really easy. We had pre-built the racks just to see how they went together. And so that was a little bit tricky. Now I can see the best way to put these on is to build them right on their posts so they kind of lock in nice. So we have two pre-built. We're going to work with those as they are. And then we'll start, the row behind me will actually build it on top of those posts piece by piece, and that'll be the best. But really nice, quick rack system, goes up super easy. We'll see how it locks in once we get the solar panels on it. All right, help me with the next panel, dudes. Check that. Hold it right there. You got it? The screws, the nails. Okay. About where it's going. For now. All right, I'm really happy with how this is coming together. My solar panels are good and high. I was hoping to have them up off the ground. You know, we get lots of snow. So if we got a waist high snow, these would be fine. The panels are going to be like here. So up high off the ground, looking really nice. It's coming together good. The rain is here for today, so we're gonna go do some other work inside the cabin. I'm gonna leave this for, we got some better weather later this week. We can come back out and work outside when it's not pouring on us, because this stuff gets really nasty when it starts to get wet. Good for now. Those went up really easy. This was a couple hours. We put 2 racks up in a couple hours. The family did outside on a nice, well, what was a nice day here in Alaska. Now we got 3 more behind me to put up, and then we'll mount all the panels, run the wires, and then, man, we are gonna have so much more power in this off-grid cabin than what we've had. So that is gonna be awesome. I can't wait till this project is complete.
Building this off-grid life truly is a team effort. Every member in the family at some point is helping out. Sometimes we're all outside working together, but sometimes we split up. And while some of us are outside working on the solar panels, others are inside preparing a delicious meal. This project has not been easy, that's for sure. But it's not really a surprise because people don't come to Alaska for easy. They come to Alaska for moments like this.
Right there, the ears. Look right there. Look, they're standing up.
Moments when you head outside to complete your solar array and one of your little boys notices a family of moose bedded down in your fireweed patch. We took a little time and just admired this family of moose. It was a good reminder to us why we're willing to work so hard to make this homestead work. Because if we can take this rustic cabin and transform it into something more self-sufficient, something that takes care of our family's food needs and our family's energy needs, then we'll be able to build a life here in the last frontier. And that means more mornings where we wake up and watch the moose run through the backyard, and more nights staring up at the stars, looking for the aurora.
All right, unfortunately, in the move across 2 countries, 4,000 plus miles, unpacking all the trailers and repacking and all the different things we've done to get this system here, we are missing one of these feet. This one right out. This one right here. And so we contacted Santan, and they're awesome. They have been fantastic to work with. They said, don't worry, we'll ship you out a new foot. They found a new foot for us, so they're shipping it out to us. But we're in Alaska, so it's gonna take some time to get here. So unfortunately, the last rack is not complete, and we can't mount our final 4 panels. But we were able to, in one day, get, what was that, 16 panels up? We got 16 panels up today. So we mounted that row of 8. We did this row, and we could have finished today if it weren't for that 1 foot missing. We actually could have got this all done today, and I'm just so bummed that we're missing that 1 foot, but we got so much accomplished. And actually we can wire these up, plug these in, and start using them, and then just add on later. That's the nice thing about a solar system, is you can always add on later. So we're going to do that. We're going to get these wired up and mounting and connected, and actually start collecting a lot more power here. And you can see, I mean, we are getting great sun here. This is an awesome spot. So this project was fantastic. This system was very straightforward. It's hard work, but the system is simple to use and pretty straightforward. So it's not hard to do. It's just takes some good muscle and some good workers. But fortunately, we had good muscle and good workers, and we got it up. And now we're on to the next project. Ooh.
It felt so good to have the solar PV array all installed and ready to go. We can't wait to hook it up to our battery bank, our inverter, and get it charging our cabin. If you like this system and are interested in purchasing one for yourself, we'll have links in the description below to contact Santan Solar. You can get this exact same system, or you can get a customized system. Just a quick note, they have updated the solar racks a little bit. There's a slightly newer version, so although you can't get this exact same version as you see in this video, it's pretty much the same thing. If you want to learn more about our solar system, stay tuned, because in an upcoming video, we're going to break down our entire system, the battery bank, the inverter. We're going to show you every piece of this puzzle and how it's going to go into powering our cabin. If you're interested in setting up something like this. And don't wait, Santan, they will help you design your system. Give them a call today, tell them about your needs. They'll help design you what you need specifically. You'll have your system all designed by a professional and be headed to your homestead in no time. We thank them for helping us on this project, and we look forward to showing you the completed solar system in upcoming videos.